I represent the Criminal Justice Department at Durham Tech. We are part of the Human Services and Public Safety Division, and we would like to invite you to take a look at our pathway. We have courses with criminal law, court procedure and evidence, corrections, policing, and criminal investigations. And a graduate of our program has the opportunity to go into an entry-level position within any criminal justice agency. When you think of criminal justice, you may think of law enforcement. However, it's not only law enforcement. The criminal justice system encompasses the police, the courts, and the corrections. So anything at all, any career at all within those three parameters, you will be invited into that system to work with those folks. We, again, would like to invite you to come to Durham Tech to check out our programs. All of our instructors are practitioners in the field or have been practitioners in the field, and it would be a rewarding experience for you, and it would be great for us to have you.
My program is a continuing education program for fire service. And what that means is we have two counties, Durham and Orange County, which we have approximately 16 fire stations, volunteer and municipalities that do continuing education each month. And they also have firefighters who need certifications. And through North Carolina OSFM, we as a school or as a college provide those classes, which are known as FIP classes, that provide certification classes that allow individual students to get the certification they need to become firefighter 1 and 2 through the state of North Carolina. That's done through request of fire chiefs mainly. We typically don't set those classes up unless we have a request, because typically they're done at the individual fire stations, and the stations request those for basically with members who within those departments, the volunteers or the municipalities that need those certifications to continue working in the capacity as a firefighter. As Dr. Segan said, also part of my program is the Fire Academy, which we currently do not have one in session. However, we're working diligently to try to get that back up again. We had a partnership with Durham. We're still trying to get that partnership working again. We're currently working on a partnership with Chapel Hill. Facilities is our major holdup. We just don't have the facilities that we need to provide the equipment and the buildings to accurately run a fire academy through the rules and regulations through the state of North Carolina OSFM. However, if you are a member of a department, or not having to be a member, but if you wanted to get the certification through firefighter 1 or firefighter 2, you can attend the FIP classes through your local municipality volunteer fire departments when they're offered. They're offered at various times through different months, and there's really no set schedule of what class may be held. It's basically per request. But if you look on our webpage, you're able to see what those classes are. And you can also take those classes. If you're taking classes at other colleges, they will also transfer with our classes to the state, which can still be the accumulation of all the classes will get you your certification through the North Carolina OSFM firefighter certification. Thank you.
Thank you, Ernie. I'm Dr. Randall Segan. I'm the Dean of the Human Services and Public Safety Department, and I'm also the Program Director for Fire Protection and Emergency Management. We offer a 2-year degree in fire protection. Primarily, it's very good for introductory students coming out of high school and new to the field. It'll give you a very good background in overall fire protection through our introduction, fire prevention. We talk about building construction, hydraulics, and water distribution, which is really important for fire. We also will go into some management and budgeting issues at the municipal level, public relations, because we are a public entity. We need to understand how to interact with our public partners and the citizens. We also need to look at planning, fire department planning, for example, for long-range planning and community risk reduction, which is a big topic in the emergency services today. And that's just a little about the fire degree program. We also have the emergency management program. And you can see with the emergency management degree, gives an individual a number of different options all requiring experience in emergency management. Public and the nonprofit sector, Homeland Security, business, environmental sciences, engineering, social sciences, information technology, and public health. As you can see right now, the public health we're fighting was with COVID, and there are emergency management specialists working with the public health in this area. Public and nonprofit could be a governmental agency, the Red Cross, FEMA, North Carolina Emergency Management, any of the smaller county emergency management agencies, as well as the fire departments and police departments. Homeland Security, you have options in a number of fields. The Department of Homeland Security that's the umbrella organization for all this. But you can work with the U.S. Border Patrol, the TSA, and there's a lot of positions in TSA. The United States Coast Guard is all under Homeland Security, and they have civilian as well as folks who are actually, they take the oath and they are part of the Coast Guard, which is one of the 5 armed services in our country. In business, we have risk managers, business continuity planners, consulting groups, facility managers. The goal after an emergency is to keep the company moving. And that's where all of these individuals come into play. Our environmental sciences, we have emergency preparedness specialists with hazardous materials. EPA will use these areas, have emergency preparedness specialists for that, for their areas as well. Engineering, U.S. Army Corps of Engineering, they have emergency preparedness specialists because they deal with disasters. Anybody who deals with a disaster will have need for emergency management. Social science, research in the field, planning, community planning has needs for this. Information technology, cybersecurity. We all ran into gas issues a couple weeks ago because the gas line was compromised. Now we're seeing the beef industry has been compromised. So we have emergency management folks in that area. And these are some of the different things, programs we have in it. There's HAZUS, HURAVAC. These are modeling programs for hurricanes and disasters. Again, we talked about public health, Center for Disease Control, Emergency Preparedness and Response. They have a need for emergency managers. So if you have any questions, you can contact me. That's the number I'm at and my email, and I'll be glad and happy to help.
My name is David Silfen, and I am the EMS program director. And EMS, Emergency Medical Services, we're the folks that you'll see us on the ambulances. We offer different types of levels of training for both EMT, which is basic life support. And so what are you going to learn in that? Let me just jump right to that. In basic life support, you learn basic anatomy and physiology, patient care, CPR, you learn how to use an AED, and you're going to learn how to recognize and treat medical emergencies, traumatic emergencies. We even do as much as delivering and care for infants, and basically from birth to geriatrics, and also deliver basic life support medications. After you've completed the EMT class, if you decide that you want to do this as a degree or non-degree, we offer both. We then also offer a paramedic class. So what's the difference between the paramedic and what's the difference between an EMT? The big thing is paramedic class has a lot more hours. An EMT program is about 250 hours. Paramedic class is approximately, the entire program is about 1,000 hours. But that includes field time on an ambulance and clinicals in the hospital. It's much more in depth in anatomy and physiology and advanced airway. We do a lot of cardiology. There's a ton of medications that we give. all different types of opportunities. We get into some surgical treatments as well, called surgical crikes for advanced airways. Right now, especially coming off of COVID, there's a lot of opportunities in emergency services. Most systems are in dire need of EMTs and paramedics. The last 3 years, every student that finished the paramedic class had jobs before they even got out of the program. And across the state and across the country, they're looking for qualified people. And we do offer that. If you have a little more experience, then we even offer a critical care and flight medic program as well. You have starting salaries start around $33,000, and these are pretty conservative. We always say in EMS, you shouldn't count on overtime. I've been doing this for over 20 years. You could pretty much count on overtime. Starting salaries in this area for paramedics is approximately $40,000. And we do offer the degree program as well as a non-degree, but at some point you will need to get your degree to be a paramedic in the state. We have different types of places you can work at. We have local agencies, EMS agencies, and fire departments across the country. Many fire services require you to have an EMT. There's private transport companies, which lately have been snatching up a lot of our EMTs as they're graduating. Hospitals are beginning to use paramedics in their places. There's quite a few hospitals in the region that are using paramedics because we do bring in a lot of different skill sets. Companies use them. They use EMTs more so than paramedics for responders in their own facilities, clinical research coordinators, and there's even some home health that's now beginning to move into that area. Programs called community medicine has become a very big deal. The school, we have a lot of different things going on. We offer some unique types of training, which can include virtual reality. This is Viv over here. She's a lifelike mannequin. Students this past year participated in the pandemic. They actually helped administer the first round. This was actually the second week vaccines were available, and our students came down to participate in administering vaccinations as well. How do you get started? To be an EMT, you have to have a high school diploma or a GED and proof of 11th grade reading. We do a background check, vaccination records, so on and so forth. And again, you have options for curriculum, credit or non-credit. We offer that pretty much everywhere. There is places that would offer you money. I would be more than happy to talk to anybody that has any questions for me that are a little more direct. Let me just get to this website here. I'm David Silfen. That's my phone number. Please feel free to reach out to me, and I'll be more than happy to answer any other questions. Thank you.
So I have the pleasure of being the director for the college's newest public safety program, new to the state overall public safety administration. Here at Durham Tech, we offer 2 tracks in public safety administration. One is a non-transfer and one is a transfer program. Currently, Durham Tech is the only community college in the state of North Carolina that offers a transfer program in this, having a bilateral transfer agreement with North Carolina State University. Students completing our program in 2 years will be able to transfer to state as a junior in their leadership in the public sector Bachelor of Arts program. The Public Safety Administration program is designed and completely online for working professionals to expand and build on their knowledge and skills in technical, managerial, and administrative areas. Coursework is diverse in subject areas that include public safety administration, education, interagency operations, crisis leadership, government and agency, financial management, professional standards, incident management, administrative law and supervision, covering most all public safety fields. This is a program that is not concentrated solely on one in particular program, and also can be applied outside of public safety and other public service fields, giving you a baseline for management and leadership experience to supervise in high crisis situations or daily operations of a government entity facility. Most recently, we also added a certificate program under Public Safety Administration in Public Service Management. This is a meta major certificate that allows non-credit students, such as working professionals, to take fee waive training courses in line with curriculum college students, therefore able to earn the non-credit certificate in public service management while also earning credits towards your actual public safety administration degree. Again, all the courses are online. Most are 8-week courses, allowing students to stagger courses so they're not overwhelmed. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please reach out to me. Courses begin again in the fall.
Thank you, Justin. We've had a question in the chat about if somebody wants to get into the fire service and in the EMS field. And as a firefighter, you're going to have, you will become an EMT. So you will have the best of both worlds, actually. So because all the firefighters in the departments are trained as EMTs. So you can either double major and get 2 degrees, or work on 1 degree and then take EMS as a through non-credit, or vice versa. You can take the fire through non-credit and get the EMS degree. It's really up to the individual. We can help you with that. All of our instructors come with a lifetime of experience in public service. We've all made our careers in this area and have a lot of background and knowledge and that we can assist you with.
Yeah, I was answering that, Randy. Something cut me off, but I just sent him something
Sorry.
also about that.
Okay. Is Doug here? Justin, could you cover BLET briefly, please?
Yes, sir. Durham Tech currently offers basic law enforcement training, which is a North Carolina state credential program for anybody wishing to become a police officer or deputy sheriff in North Carolina. I think Doug's on. Doug, chime in when you see fit.
Hi. Yes, we currently run 2 BLET programs in our at our college. One at the Orange County campus, one here on Snow Hill Road at our Northern Durham campus. You got to be 20 years old. You have to be sponsored by a law enforcement agency. That way they can conduct a background check. The academy normally runs between 20, 21 weeks, depending on the holidays and all that fall during that class. There's night training involved where the state has you check off on driving, firearms, things of that nature. We have 3 or 4 videos in our booth. Look forward to answering any questions that you may have. Thank you.